Three. Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of the World Ninja League Premier Series 3 qualifiers over at Ninja U in Ankeny, Iowa. My name is Jamie Dayhuff, and joining me today is Sam Burns. It's going to be a very jam-packed day, and we are going to be starting off day 2 of qualifiers here with the amateur division. So we're going to be having a lot of competitors here getting ready to run this course to kick off this amazing day of qualifiers here at this event.
Absolutely. Shout out to our course designers today. I got to say, this is kind of crazy. I grew up in Iowa. I grew up in Cedar Rapids. So to see all these athletes from all these cities that I am very familiar with, it's kind of cool. I haven't lived in Iowa in a very long time, but now I gotta find a way back there so I can check out this Ninja U facility because I've never been there, that's for sure. But our athletes are ready to go. They have been warming up all morning. We had some action yesterday. We got more going on today, so I'm excited to see what our amateurs can bring to the table.
100%. Now, amateur division is actually a combination of a bunch of different divisions that you would see in the regular season. So this makes up the young adults, and masters division. So it's going to be a whole different range of ages that we really don't see in a lot of other waves. So it's 3-in-1 here. We got 16 competitors making up both the amateur male and female. So it's going to be a lot of ages and a lot of skill levels that we're going to be seeing here. I'm very excited to see what they're all going to do here. This has been a very action-filled weekend so far. The course designers, Nate Person and Drew Nestor, have definitely knocked it out of the ballpark here with their competition, as have every other course designer so far. The Premier Series, this season especially, has been one to look out for. Every single course has been so unique.
Absolutely. So now we're going to talk about how our athletes got to this point. So the way that it works, you have the national ranking, so they take the top 25% of our ninjas from the World Championships and then the season standings, and they get invited here to the Premier course. And then there's plenty of other athletes who are good enough to earn that special invitation, but this is the best of the best. So all the athletes who are participating in the Premier Series, they have fought their way to get that invite to be here today. Now, the way it's going to work is they're going to run 2 courses today. The first is going to be the placement course. The placement course is simple. 1 attempt. If you fall, your run is over, but it is to seed the order for the challenge course. The challenge course is the one that matters most. You have 2 retries per athlete and only 1 retry per obstacle. So if you fail the same obstacle twice, you are out. And if you fail 3 different obstacles, you are out as well. Now, the big deal with the challenge course is obviously the placement course seeds the run order, but the challenge course will determine who ends up getting that invite to the Premier Series Finals, which is going to be held towards the end of November at Lee Summit, Missouri at Modus Ninjas. That is going to be the big one to watch out for. So the top 4 athletes in both the amateur female and amateur male divisions are going to punch their ticket to the Premier Series Finals. Everyone will get a shot at the challenge course, but only the top 4 will advance.
And that's why it's so important to get those top times in the placement course, because you're going to know where those cutoffs are at, where you need to make it to get into the top 4, and it just helps decrease a lot of those nerves, because if you're running first in your respective division, you're essentially going in blind. You have no idea where the crux points are and pretty much all that. But on the screen right now, you can see the first 14 out of our 16 athletes here who will be attempting the course. We were starting off with the amateur females. We only got 4 of them, so they are going to be trying to all advance. Now, since there are 4, the rules are going to be a little bit different for them to advance, as they're not all automatically going to advance. We can get into that later during the challenge course, but it's going to be a lot more competitive for our amateur males. We got 12 of them competing, and they all want to be able to get as high as they can. These placement courses, a lot of the time, have just been a race to the finish. So with the time limit not really being that much of a factor, it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do just to get to the end.
Absolutely. And we got some tough obstacles. We'll be getting a demo here in just a little bit. But first, let's take a look at the rest of the schedule for today. There's going to be some more action following the amateur male and female. We'll have teen male and female starting around 1 p.m. Might be a little bit later Eastern time. And then elite male and female at 4 p.m. You'll be able to watch those streams right here on the World Ninja League channel. So make sure you are staying tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already. But it's going to be very exciting to see the best of the best here at Ninja U going throughout the rest of our Sunday.
100%. This has been a very, very amazing event so far. And on your screen right now are the 6 obstacles that our competitors are going to be facing on the placement course. The up, downs, over or under, just the rings, the beetles, tripping hazard, and of course, closing it off with a ninja staple, the warped wall. Soon enough, we are going to be seeing a demonstrator attempt the course, and this is going to be our competitors' first chance to see what these obstacles are made of up close and personal. They may have had some rule videos to look at, but this is going to be their first time seeing when someone actually attempts this course. So it's going to be really important for our competitors to study what our demonstrator is going to be able to do here. Getting ready here for the first obstacle here. Up, downs, just a few basic laches, and then you're going to run over to the next obstacle here, over or under right there, which is just going to be that stationary bar, where named pretty well. And then after that, you got just the rings, which is, again, another obstacle that's very much named for just how, named very, what's the word? I'm kind of getting tripped up on my words here, but it's named very literally, there we go. And then, again, through this course here with tripping hazard, it's going to be a balance obstacle, and then going to keep going through. And then, of course, closing it off with the warped wall, only 12 feet, so not going to be the hardest ending, so they're not going to have to, like, scale up a 20-foot warped wall. Very, very possible for these competitors to do in a short amount of time. They only got 1 minute to be able to complete this course, so if you're splitting that up evenly, that's about 10 seconds per obstacle.
Hey, yeah, and you know what else? I got to say, out of all these placement courses and challenge courses I watch, some of them I think, oh, man, that looks so tough, that looks so challenging, so taxing. That one definitely looks tough, but I don't know if I've seen one that looked that fun. The entire run through, I was like, man, it flowed very naturally and very smooth, and it just looked like even the demonstrator was having a blast just swinging around on those obstacles. So I can't wait to see our ninjas have a little bit of fun with it as well. Here is that lineup again. So we're going to be seeing the amateur females go first. We have 4 of them lined up, and then we have our amateur males who will be going afterwards. But our first runner is ready to go.
Campbell Remus will be our first one to attempt the course of the day. She'll be kicking off this entire day of competition here at Ninja U. So, hoping to start it off strong here. Again, 1 minute to be able to complete these 6 obstacles, and she's only got 1 chance. So, gonna need to make sure that she makes it count here. Getting ready on the starting line. Eyeing up for that first transition. Might have a little bit of a trampoline jump before getting into one of those first lache bars.
You know, the nerves have to be there when you're the first one to take on the course. Let's see how Campbell will set the tone for today.
And going statically through those first few lache bars. It's smart there. Don't want to make any instant mistakes there. And now just the dismount left. And already through 1 obstacle. And now heading into number 2, going over the over-under. And now onto these rings here. Now, what we might be seeing out of some of our later competitors, we might be seeing some competitors skip a few rings. But it looks like she's just going to face all the ones that are right in front of her. Again, not wanting to make any simple mistakes. And then on to the beetles. So about half the time on the left, half the obstacle's gone. So in a very good position. Those aren't the farthest away. So very, very possible for her to get through. And very quickly as well. That was a quick dismount.
No!
But as I say that, I think the platform went out from underneath her.
Yeah, I think she kind of stepped on the corner of it, tilted it up. That is unfortunate. Your foot placement has to be very accurate there. And even on the transitions, you know, you can't take those for granted. She kind of slips off a little bit. And that couldn't have felt good on the knees either. Hopefully she's going to be feeling all right going into the challenge course. But that's, you know, sometimes those in-between obstacles, they can get you.
100%. You know, sometimes some people just overlook platforms. And we've seen in a lot of competitions for, honestly, like over a decade by this point, that platforms can sometimes be a silent killer, even if it's not a part of the actual obstacle. You know, overshooting if it's a spillover or if it's a little bit wobbly. Emily and Say are going to hopefully be able to be the first to be able to get through, though. So we're going to see what she's able to do.
Half pipe to a warped wall.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
All right, so Emily is looking good so far. She's going to go under or 1 and 1. 1 over, 1 under. Curious what the majority will be.
I think it would be funny if we got an 8-8 split. So we got 8 over, 8 under.
So.
That would be really funny. But now onto these beetles right here. Ladies competitors have a lot of experience with beetles ever since they debuted in the World Championship last year in 2024. And now taking a few backswings here on this dismount. Doesn't want to make the same mistake that we just saw previous competitor make. But now here we go. Balance obstacle. Very tricky.
Oh, nice grab.
That was insane right there. You know, it's so hard to see competitors be able to grab with one hand. It takes so much grip strength. But now she's swinging around in no man's land. Starting to swing a little bit side to side. Has to correct that swing, but drops down. with the time ticking down, I think she just did not have enough time, or maybe even not enough strength to be able to get through. But up until that point, she was moving incredibly smooth. And I have to say, her being able to save her run by being able to grab onto that ring with just one hand was so incredible. You've seen it again right there. She just kind of leapt up and was able to grab onto it, but with the time ticking down, just could not bring it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you want to save up a little more strength for that challenge course. She knows that she at least will not be going first, I guess. I actually didn't check the time on that.
Yeah, she is currently in
was
first,
faster, so. Yeah, she won't be going first on the challenge course. Let's see how Michaela Briggs does. She gets that bounce off the trampoline. Time for up downs. Going static across these first couple bars. Now the big leap. Getting some swings.
Not having the most amount of swing. Oh. But I like the fact that she kind of had a little post at the end, kind of like a gymnast.
She did.
Finishing off with some style.
Absolutely. You know, she was pretty close. Her hand, just another inch, and I think she would have at least been able to reach it. But Michaela Briggs, right now, she's going to be the first to take on the challenge course. And our last female, Lisa, in the amateur division, is our next runner-up from Fargo, North Dakota. Is that where the movie is from?
All right, here we go.
Honestly, I'm not too sure.
Good old Fargo. All right, Lisa, up, down. Did she? I think she skipped right to that.
Oh, she did.
One.
That was a smart move there. Took a little bit of time. Gave her a little bit more time for the rest of these obstacles here.
Right.
Able to get through.
I'm predicting
and now
over.
Onto obstacle 2. Predicting over? Yep, you were right.
Yeah. All right. Now just the rings. She's looking strong so far. She's down to 33 seconds.
And I like the fact she kind of dipped a little bit to the right. That way she was able to have some more options there to be able to grip. And now this obstacle right here, it's going to be some far gaps here on these beetles. They're slightly angled downward. That's going to be taxing on the grip a little bit. Now one more lâché to one of these angled beetles before she is almost done with this obstacle here. Ooh,
oh, wow.
Low grab there. Kind of slammed into it, but was able to hang on. Only a few more lâchés left, but I don't know if she's going to be able to make it through this obstacle with enough time. She might go for the dismount. Oh, she got it!
Hey!
She was able to get through with 1900 of a second. So
way to go, Lisa. She looked really strong, showing a lot of grip strength, especially right there on the beetles, being able to hang on to that second one. Hey, good for her, you know? I wanted to see how she would have done those last two obstacles. But that wraps up our amateur female division. Those are your four, so Michaela Briggs is going to be going first on the challenge course a little later on. But we have our amateur males. We have 12 of them to get through, starting off with Jason.
Now, Jason, I'm honestly shocked he's not in the elites, because this is someone who we saw last season on the shows, and he made it pretty far in, the youngest competitor to be able to complete a 10 obstacle course. So that takes a whole lot of skill. We're seeing that skill right here. Look at that lâché here.
Oh my goodness.
Through half the course right there in just 20 seconds. That is incredible. Now, don't trip here. Going
wow,
very
look
fast
at that
here.
swing.
That backswing was so incredible. Oh, we might be getting a sub 30. Can we? No, we didn't get a sub 30. We were so close. Wait, actually, we did. Never mind.
29.67. He went.
I thought he had 29.67 seconds left.
No, that was impressive. I mean, yeah, like you said, this guy clearly showing that he has a lot of experience and a lot of skill. He looked so confident throughout that whole course. Not a single obstacle gave him any hiccups whatsoever. So that is going to be a very tough time to beat for Jason. But we've got the first of a couple family members up next, I think.
Yeah, we got about 3 of them
I've seen his last name. Yeah. Ben Bucci Torres. From Modus Ninjas. You know what that means. He's trying to get a spot back at his home gym.
And that's smart because, you know, some competitors being at their home gym for a competition, that kind of gives them a little bit of a home field advantage. Even if you don't know directly what you're going to be facing, you know, knowing what kind of tech it is, because, you know, one of the things that I've noticed is, like, tech. Salmon ladders kind of vary from gym to gym, like how the rungs are formed, how wide the bars are. But if you know what you're already facing, that's going to give you a lot of an advantage. And so far, even though this is not his home gym, look at what we are seeing so far out of Ben.
He's looking really good. He's not going to be quite as fast.
And goes for the buzzer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, just a little bit
Dang,
behind.
actually, I almost lied. That was very close. Less than a second slower than Jason was. I mean, yeah, clearly some incredible talent right there. I love what we're seeing over here in the Midwest right now. But Ben, he just flew through every single obstacle, and the way he controlled his body to shift his swing whenever he needed to was very impressive. He was very close to touching Jason's time. So we'll see. I wonder if anyone's going to top Jason's time at this point, but those are the first two to go. Our first two runners right around the 30-second clear mark, and we still have 10 left, including Levi and Wright.
We're going to see what he's able to do, trying to make it 3 for 3 here. Going with very quick links there. And now on to over-under. Another competitor going over. I think we've only seen one competitor go under so far. So
yeah, I think over is the move here. Oh, look at that.
Whoa,
wow.
That was way on the edge there. Was going to set up a link there, but had a little bit of a botched swing there, but, able to keep going. And look at that.
Oh,
going
look at this time.
Wow!
Oh my goodness, 25.5. That's the fastest time so far. Levi just blazed through that course.
It could have been over a little bit earlier, though. On those Beetles, he was kind of close on that second one.
He was. That
literally
one.
On the edge. And if you saw there, his left hand kind of missed it for a second. But he was able to re-grab like half a fraction of a second later. So that's incredible. And then just ran straight towards the buzzer. That is 3 for 3. Jackson Chidester is going to be our next competitor to be running this course. So we're going to see what he's able to do here.
I shouldn't even talk anymore. I thought no one would touch those first two times, and then Levi just destroyed him. So anything is possible. Let's go sub 20. Why not? Jackson up next.
Hoping that he is going to be able to get through this course. So getting ready. Has the backwards hat on. Wants to look a little swag here for his placement course run. Got a minute here.
Aerodynamic.
Oh, taking a backswing here. Not going to help his time, but able to get through. And on a course like this where speed's so prominent, backswings are really going to take some time out of it. But he's going to skip that first ring, which is smart. Oh, look at this. He might be going for a big
I like it.
Oh, that was amazing. And then just continuing to send through this. That was so much. He had so much air there on the Beatles that he just kind of floated towards the end. And now has to take another backswing here. So now going to have the slowest time out of all the competitors so far. But going to at least get up the wall and reach for the buzzer. Oh, actually, never mind. The timer's, what's it called? The leaderboard's a little bit off there. But going to be placing a little bit in fourth, the time at 35 seconds. But I got to say, that transition into the Beatles was something special to see. Got a lot of air there and was able to get all the way to the end. That's going to land him in the top 4 right now. So if we were closing off for the placement course, he would technically right now be advancing to Modus.
That's true, yeah. And right now, what I can't believe is how fast we're blazing through this placement course. It's going to be over in just another couple minutes with how fast our ninjas are going. Next up, we've got Kale. No sleeves. He doesn't need them. He's got to show off the guns. Let's see how he handles these 6 difficult obstacles.
Looking up towards that first bar. And another competitor opting to skip that first Lachey bar. But look at that height there on each of these Lachey's. Very confident up in the air. We're going to have to see what he's going to be able to do here, especially on the rings and Beetles. We've seen a few competitors get caught up here, but seems very confident up in the air. So what's he going to be doing here? Going statically through. And now onto those Beetles here. One swing here, no problem. And now going to it. And I like what we're seeing now. These competitors are going all the way to the left of that Lachey bar, so that way they're able to grab. So the next one, he's very low to the left. Oh.
That's what happens. You're losing your balance, and it's hard to get your hand up. So he looked really strong on the first 4 obstacles, really. He had no issues with any of this grip-related stuff, but once he gets on to tripping hazard, it was a hazard for him. He was stumbling all over the place. I think his foot slipped off that pipe at the very end, causing him to not get the jump he needed. Yep. So Kale, our first amateur male to not hit the buzzer here. Right now, he'll be going first on the challenge course if the results stand. But let's see how Braden Fredrickson handles this course. I don't think that's the right name.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's Braden Fredrickson. Looks like we might have a little bit of a swap up here with the runners. So
Yeah, I
With
think
that being
that
said,
was
though-
Jay Kimball. Okay. A little confusion on the run order here.
All right,
Braden,
there we go.
We're good? Okay.
they're going to have to ice Jay a little bit.
But I like that. He was ready to go. He was ready to
And he's
attack
got his
this
name
course.
on his shirt.
Is he on there?
Braden Tornado. All right, he with a shirt like that, you got to deliver.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess you could say
17
he's
years
hoping
old.
to storm this course. Oh,
Let's see how it goes. He's got a lot of strength. You can just see it. Let's see if it pays off here. All right, onto the rings. Let's see. This is a big obstacle in terms of determining the time. You want to get through it quickly. Braden gets through it pretty fast, and he's onto the Beatles. Got to go right for it. All right. He's down to 36 seconds.
one-handed.
Okay, a bit of a backswing there. That's going to hurt his time. He's not on pace for the fastest time, but he can still clear. No, he
Ooh.
stumbles too.
And it looks like those tripping hazards are plaguing a lot of these runners. Now, it's a little hard to see, but those PVC pipes, they're attached to a little bit of a wooden board that has wheels on the side. So once competitors make contact with those, they're going to start spinning. And that's exactly what happened to Braden here. You see him place the foot on there, walked on the edge of it, and then just lost all the balance. And that's 2 competitors in a row out on that obstacle.
And it's a common trend of what I see throughout all these courses. There are a lot of techie-related obstacles and a lot of obstacles that test out that upper body strength. And sometimes it's the balance ones that have nothing to do with your arms that can really throw our ninjas off. But let's see if Jay Kimball has the strength and the balance that he needs.
So far, Hazard right there, that was a smooth immediate Lachey, taking a little bit of a backswing, but whatever it takes to get through that obstacle. And now on to over-under, another competitor going over that obstacle, doesn't want to potentially risk having those toes tapped by being a little bit low. And now I like what I'm seeing here is he's got his arms fully straightened out, so that way he's able to get a smooth transition over to the Beatles.
Wow.
But now has to take some time to regrip. Able to get it there,
He had
though.
to correct his momentum there. He was going heavily in the wrong direction, but he corrects it. Now for the tripping hazard. Come on.
We've seen
Focus
2
up.
failures in a row. Doesn't want to be the third. Taking it a little
Slow and
cautiously.
steady.
Going to that ring, found it. And now, and I like that. I twisted a little bit farther back so that he's able to get it and able to get towards the end. Going for the wall and to the
Nice.
buzzer. Running up towards it. Able to finish with just over 50 seconds. And that's going to place him so far in 5th. So that's been a great run. First clear in a hot minute, but able to make it count.
This is why I love the amateur division, because you get that age range. So 45 years old, Jay Kimball, he pulls it off. I think now we're gonna go back down in age a little bit with our next runner. It's gonna be Aiden Smith.
Another competitor with that backwards cap. That looks like it's going to be a trend here for a lot of these competitors. So 5 competitors are left. Want to be able to get the best time that's possible for them. So to be able to get that first place, they got to be able to finish in 25 seconds or under. So Aiden Smith definitely wants to get that so far through the first 2 obstacles in 10 seconds and going with his arms fully extended here. But now it looks like switching to a lock off and on to the
Nice
Beatles.
jump.
A big jump out.
Wow.
And he's kind of slamming
Just
into
sheer
each of these
power.
Lachey bars. It's a lot of power, but he's kind of losing a little bit of that swing on the Beetle obstacle, but able to make up for it here and on to this last obstacle, the wall. Got to the top
Nicely
easily.
done.
And that's going to lead him in 3rd place. That's pretty good.
Very well done from Aiden Smith. He showed a lot of strength right there. I think he's got a little bit of a gymnast background, the way he hopped up from over or under to just the rings. But yeah, he looked really good. He has the strength. I think, like you said, though, I think he lost a lot of time by not having the smoothest swing control. So that is where he could pick up the pace a little bit. We'll see how he does on the challenge course. I think when it comes to the challenge course, speed does matter, but getting far into the course also matters even more. So I'm hoping he'll have a really good chance there. But now we've got Micah Red, who's wearing red, Nebraska Ninja. He is doing that kind of breathing stuff I used to see David Campbell doing.
Just
hope
to
it helps
release
out.
those nerves. He's got 2 courses in front of him, so it might have to take some time just to release those nerves to be able to just get through the course. You know, in the Premier Series, these are the best of the best. You got to be able to psych yourself up a little bit beforehand. And that's what we're seeing so far, going very quickly through this course. And now this is an obstacle that we've seen some competitors lose some time on. Ooh,
Oh!
misses the ring! And these
gonna
competitors
hurt
are
his
just
time.
struggling to find the ring, but able to keep swinging through. Skips a ring as well. Going to save some time there, so that way he's not going to be hanging for that long. And now on to these transitions. Thankfully, these beetles are not that far away. You're able to go about arm's distance. But now here is that balance obstacle that's been causing problems. Gotta make sure you're centered.
Oh no! Nice roll though.
On that long beam, you can start seeing him veer a little bit to the left, and then just could not properly recover. It's unfortunate to see another competitor go out here. The third who's
replay on that
unable to
roll.
finish from our amateur males here.
I like this. That's how you go down. Tactical roll right there, very parkour-esque.
Yeah, but unfortunately, style points are not added to your overall total.
It's just in my mind. All right, Nate Bucci Torres, we're seeing more of the family. All right, I don't know if they're brothers or what the relation is here, but his brother or relative had an amazing time getting through this course. He beat it in 30.39 seconds. Can he do the same?
Now we just saw a competitor take a little bit of time here on these rings, but able to have a lot smoother of a run here.
Ooh.
Has both hands on that second to last ring though, so might have spoken a little bit too soon, but you know, gonna keep moving through. And now on to the next one. Didn't really have to lâcher, just reached out to that second beetle, was able to grab onto it. And now here is the trip hazard.
Oh! One-hand save.
Great save. Oh!
No!
But as I say that, just does not have enough swing to be able to grab onto that saucer, that sliding saucer, unfortunately. But that save on the trip hazard was something special. That second one kind of fell off the track and then grabbed the ring with both hands, but kind of misaligned with his left hand. I think that might have scared him a little bit, so went for that dismount a little bit too early. Might have feared that he was running low on time.
Still, Nate, that was a very strong-looking run. He had the strength to beat the majority of those obstacles, so we will see how he handles the challenge course. Right now, he'll be in the earlier batch of runners. But we still have two males left to go in the amateur division. This is Chase McCambridge, another ninja repping the Modus Ninjas, so he's trying to get a spot at his home field advantage for the finals. But right now, he's got a placement course to get through, and this is the obstacle we are seeing our athletes lose time on.
Ooh,
Nice
that was a
swing right
good
there.
pullback right there. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. He's really throwing his hips back so that way he's able to generate momentum heading into these beetles right here. Because with them being a little bit to the side, it's a little hard to be able to get a solid grip on there if you're going completely forward. But gonna get to the dismount with it wobbling a little bit.
Nice.
Able to correct that balance, but here's another balance obstacle right in front of him. Able to get it. And now here's that saucer. Got that as well to the dismount. And up that wall, gets that buzzer. And that's gonna land him in 5th place. That's a very smooth run there.
Chase with a great run through this placement course. The rings, where you saw him lose a little bit of time, he had to take a couple backswings there, but he looked so strong. He looked very powerful throughout the entire course. That dismount off of the beetles, I was very nervous for him there, but he kept his composure, kept his balance, and look at him going up that wall. He destroyed it. It looked like a beast climbing up that thing.
Yeah, it was
All
such a smooth run. We got one competitor left.
All right.
Is this Dad?
You ready to go?
I think it might be.
I think this is Dad. All right, he's seen one son clear, one son went out on the tripping hazard. Let's see if he can set the example for his family.
Going very smoothly so far throughout this course so far. Another competitor coming from Modus. Obviously, Modus just had their gym refurbished, so there's going to be a lot of new challenges at their gym that they've been training on for the last few months. So that's definitely going to help them when it comes to the Premier Series, able to grab onto that beetle. And now, up to Lachey, almost missed it actually, but used his long wingspan to his advantage. Now it's just his dismount up in front of him. And landed that smoothly as well.
All right, this is where one of his sons failed, but he is able to grab onto that ring. Now can he get
Now
the
it's just the
saucer?
saucer finish. Oh no!
No!
Whoa, I thought he had that. I think he thought he had that too because that was a very strong reaction from when he hit the ground. that was such a shocking fail. I think the force when he landed was too strong because he got up really high on that ring, unfortunately, and then I think just peeled off. I don't know if there was any things on the sides that would have assisted his grip, but unfortunately, that fail is going to close off our placement course for our amateur division. 16 runners, and we were able to see 7 of them be able to hit the buzzer.
Absolutely. So very well done to our amateur females and males. When we come back, it is going to be time for the challenge course. So there is a look at the amateur female division. Those are the 4 who will be starting off the challenge course, starting with Michaela and Lisa and Campbell. Then Emily will go 4th. For them, they are going to have to defeat the 3rd obstacle of the challenge course in order to advance to the Premier Series finals. The stakes are a little bit different there when you don't have, when you have 4 or fewer in a division. But with 12 amateur males, the stakes are going to be very high because only 4 of those 12, 1/3 of our athletes, are going to be getting that invite to the Premier Series finals. So it's going to be very exciting for what's to come.
Yeah, 100%. The challenge course is going to be so incredibly competitive. We're going to be taking a little break until that, so that way, the course people can set up everything. It's going to be about 5 or so minutes, presumably. But until then, this has been Jamie J. Huff with Samuel Burns. We will see you then for the challenge course.
Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, CO and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Want to train like a pro? DGS Ninja has you covered with obstacles designed by top athletes. Kevin Carbone, Matt Bradley, Tom Alberti, and Brett Sims. Whether you're dialing in your technique at the gym or training at home, DGS Ninja equipment is built for performance, durability, and safety. Train with confidence. Train with DGS Ninja. Find obstacles, rigs, mats, and more on dgsninja.com.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my truck bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab trucks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slap Chalks.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the World Ninja League Premier Series 3 qualifiers over at Ninja U in Utah. No, Iowa. Iowa, not Utah. Sorry about that. My name is Jamie Dayhuff, and joining me today is Samuel Byrne. So, we just wrapped up the placement course, and now it is time for our 16 athletes to attempt the challenge course. So, we are doing the amateur division right now, and basically what the amateur division is, if you watch the regular series, that is a combination of 3 separate divisions. So that's going to be young adult, and masters. So we got a whole range of athletes in age. So it's going to be very, very intense. We already saw a bunch of competitors do great in the placement course, but now it's time for the course that honestly matters more than anything else. It's going to be the challenge course.
Absolutely. The top 4 in each category move on to the Premier Series finals. Now, there are 4 amateur females, which means that their benchmark is the 3rd obstacle. That is what they must complete if they want to move on. Meanwhile, we have 12 amateur males, which means 4 of the 12 are going to be earning a spot, and 8 of them will not get that invite to the Premier Series finals. And I want to say, Jamie, I'm from Iowa, and I'll tell you what, when I left Iowa, no one in the world could remember what state I was from, so it's okay. It was mostly Idaho or Ohio, but, you know, I am very excited to see what our athletes are going to bring to this challenge course. The rules are a little bit different, so what we saw earlier was 1 attempt, you fail, you're done. Not quite the same case here. You will have 2 retries during your challenge course run. You cannot take the 2 retries on the same obstacle. If you fail an obstacle twice, your run is over. But that means you do potentially have 2 failures in the bag that you can use to move on to the next obstacle, right? So it's a big help. It will hurt your time if you have to use them, but in a case like this where not everyone is guaranteed to hit that buzzer, a retry could make or break your run. So our athletes are going to have to focus up and give it their best shot. We will see who is advancing to the Premier Series finals.
Yeah, having those retries, that's a really, really good safety net, especially when challenge courses are by name meant to be challenging. We've seen that throughout this entire season. And honestly, also past years as well. These courses have been so incredibly difficult. And on the screen, you can see the 10 obstacles that our competitors are going to be facing in this brutal challenge course. So they're going to be starting off soon enough with a demo. So this is going to be their first time seeing how these obstacles really function up close and personal. But of course, this is not the only event for the day. The amateur division is not where these qualifiers end. We still got 2 more groups of athletes coming on soon after this event.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to be seeing the teen male and female division right after we are finished with this one, and then we're going to move on to the elite male and female later on around 4 p.m. These are all Eastern time, so make sure you're staying tuned to catch the rest of the course. But I think we are about ready to get our demo run going. I am very excited to see these obstacles.
Yeah, me too, because a lot of these competitors have already done one course that's going to release a lot of those nerves, because what we see out of a lot of competitors is whenever you only have one course, you're really, really nervous. But when you've already ran a placement course where it's not immediately elimination, that's going to definitely help alleviate some of those nerves. So they're going to come into this challenge course ready to attack it with pretty much no fears. And that's what we've seen throughout this entire Premier Series. Given the fact that they are the best of the best, they've just been throwing their body into anything and hoping that they stay on.
Absolutely. Now, we have a lot more action coming up throughout the rest of this month as well as in November. So our next event, we are obviously in Iowa right now for the Ninja U qualifier. The Life Force Ninja is going to be happening in 2 weeks from now. That is going to be in Bellingham, Washington. That's probably the closest that I will be to any courses. And then we've got Dexterity Depot, October 25th and 26th in Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. And then we head on over across the pond to England in November for True Function Ninja Training Ground, November 1st and 2nd at Swindon in England. And then it will all wrap up at the end of November. November 22nd and 23rd, Lee Summit, Missouri, the Modus Ninjas Finals. is where we will crown our winners. So make sure you are staying tuned. If you're not subscribed to this channel already, what's wrong with you? Subscribe now. So check it out. Make sure you are watching all of this action. So many talented athletes to watch throughout the next couple of months.
100%. Now, this has been such an amazing season so far. Like, it feels just like yesterday that we started back in Australia in July, but here we already are with our first qualifier in October, and we're already almost done with it. We're actually about to get our demo for our competitor here for the challenge course. So, these competitors, this is going to be their first look at what they're going to need to do, in person at least, because they might have had some rule videos to watch, but it's going to be their first time seeing a competitor attempt this course, so it's going to need to be important that they look for what to do on this course. Every single obstacle is going to be designated to take out a competitor or, at least use up one of those retries.
I really want to know, what am I looking at right there? What is that black wall thing hanging down? And you think, is that an obstacle? I want to see someone use that.
Now, my prediction for that, it's something that we've been seeing in a lot of competitions recently. It's what I believe is known as it's not a Superman move, but basically you're going to be grabbing onto the ring and you're going to jump back, and the ring is attached to a wire, and once it drops down, the wire is going to hit that wall, and you're going to have to throw yourself up. So you're going to get your legs, your entire lower body up, essentially to where your upper body is, to try and catch it. And we've seen that in a lot of qualifiers so far this year, and it's been incredible to watch. Not only does it look fun to watch, but it's also incredibly difficult, because there's a lot of times obstacles are fun to watch, but they're not that difficult. So to have that cool combination, that's something that I really like to see.
For sure. Well, I know we're still going through a couple of tech-related situations, and we'll be ready to go on the demo run here soon. But yeah, with 10 obstacles, I think that our competitors will absolutely have their work cut out for them. I saw a little bit of the action from the pre-teen stream yesterday. I saw especially one clip of, I can't remember the ninja's name, but he had an incredible skip on a couple of little ball holds that I think you're supposed to like slide down, but this guy just did a massive leap of faith across. So there's so many great moments when you're watching these courses. That's why you gotta stick around for all of it, because you don't want to miss a thing. And now it's looking like we are about ready for that demo run.
So they are only going to have 4 minutes to complete this course. So definitely might seem like a long time, but 4 minutes is very, very short for only 10 obstacles, 10 very difficult obstacles at that. So first up, it's going to be these rings that you're going to need to go between, alternating left to right, and then over to the dismount. So that's actually the third obstacle, I believe.
Yep. So
and then
got
onto hardcore parkour.
Oh yeah, this is the one. The ball hooks, I think. Yep. Yeah, so you slide this last one down. I like this. This is fun.
And then, of course, it would not be a challenge course without a cliffhanger obstacle. So they got the flippy cliffs here. So you're gonna have to lachey from that bar over to
this one blows my mind.
Built-in cliffhanger ledges. And then there's one
up.
more. Yep.
And that's crazy. How is that even possible?
And then after that, you're gonna be going on to the boom drum. So you're gonna be grabbing onto a circle that has a bat. And then you gotta throw it up to another one that's gonna drop as it is held up by a magnet. So that's gonna be an incredibly difficult challenge for a lot of our competitors. That is one of those obstacles that is so hard to nail if you are not 100% on it. And then after that, you got the triple bogey, which are just those 3 boards, and then onto a sideways hold, and then repeat the process with a few more holds. And then they are on to the next obstacle after they get that dismount, which is a little far away, actually.
Yeah, wait, I recognize this spot. This is where the placement course started. All right, so you can bounce onto that, big lachey over to that next bar.
And then the delivery drop. So you're going to have to hold on to it as it drops down, and it kind of transforms in midair. But then after that, you're on to the last obstacle, which is the Baron's Trap.
Whenever they include a a name with one of these obstacles. It makes me nervous. All right. So you got a bit
Yeah,
of a flying bar.
I hope that Jason Barons is going to be able to attempt this.
Wow. So to go down and back up to lock that in, and then a big swing over to that trapeze, and then you hit the buzzer. Whew. I mean, hey, props to our demonstrator going through the entire course.
Yeah,
No
he made that look
failures there.
easy.
Yeah, but it is going to be a tough challenge for our 16 athletes to fight their way to that buzzer. So now that the demonstration is over, we will be preparing with our 4 female amateur athletes. Michaela Briggs, Lisa Campbell, and Emily are going to be the 4. Michaela, I see her walking over now. Getting ready to take on the course. I got to say that boom drum obstacle, if I tried that, I'd probably poke my eye out somehow. So I can't wait to see what these athletes are able to accomplish, because that, again, I said it on the placement course. I'll say it again here. The obstacles look like so much fun.
Now, something about our amateur female athletes is, since there's only 4 of them, what one might think, since the top 4 advanced, you might think that all 4 of them are going to advance, but actually it's a little bit different than that. So what they have to do is they have to be able to complete the 3rd obstacle here for this challenge course. It doesn't matter how many attempts they need for it, as long as they're able to start that 4th obstacle, or at least clear the 3rd one, they are going to be heading over to Modus. So Michaela Briggs will be starting off the challenge course for not only her division, but for the entire day. So, gonna hope that she is able to get a great start here. Had a little bit of an early wipeout in the placement course, but something about Ninja is that you can never really judge a Ninja by just one run, and that's something that's very true throughout this Premier Series as well. We have seen so many competitors in the Premier Series fail really early in the placement course, and then run first for the challenge course, and then absolutely dominate, and then find themselves either in the top 4 or just barely cut off. So that could be something that we could see out of Michaela here.
Absolutely. And this is her, looks like her 4th Season 10 Tier 1 comp, so she's had a little bit of, experience with a few different courses. Now things are just getting set up, or they're making sure all the obstacles are in order before they send Michaela onto the course. She looks calm. She looks calm, cool, and collected right now. Just trying not to let the nerves get to her here on this important run.
Yeah, 100%. Being on the storyline for a decently long time, getting iced there, that can really build up nerves. But she looks pretty cool, calm, and collected right now, as you said.
So starting off with the rope slider. I mean, that's just a classic Ninja concept right there. All right. She's ready to go. She's feeling it.
Got 4 minutes to be able to complete this course. Getting ready for it. And to the dismount, potentially. No, she's going to have to use a retry,
I think she touched the ground. Yep. All right. That's her first retry. Can she keep those legs up?
So this is going to be our first look at a retry here. So if she is able to complete this obstacle, we'll be able to go through as if nothing happened.
Oh, no.
Oh. Michaela Briggs unable to get through, and since she did not make it to complete the 3rd obstacle, unfortunately, we're going to have to say goodbye to her for the Premier Series.
That's all right. Still, great job showing up and putting yourself out there to see what you're capable of. And now Michaela has some ideas of what she could work on, but great job. I think if she just needed to keep her feet up right there on the rope slider, and she could have had it. But we're going to see if Lisa can get through this course. 43 years old.
This rope slider, got to get to the dismount. Able to get to it, but it slips
wow.
out from underneath her. And those little I-beams, those are so difficult because sometimes they have those little Velcro attachments on the bottom. Sometimes they do not. Just got to land on this perfectly. Able to get out to it there.
Oh, no.
Now she's
Oh,
back
she
to the
saves
platform.
it.
Okay. This is going to be nerve-wracking here. She's got to be able to find a way to get onto that platform by any means necessary. Going for it. Can she stick it?
No!
No! Lisa Svaelson unable to get through that obstacle. Had to use both attempts, and it didn't work out for her. And that is 2 for 2. Out on this rope slider. This first obstacle has been deadly.
I think a lot of people might be needing some retries on that. That dismount looks insanely difficult because you're coming off of that rope slider with all that speed, and now you got to move on to that very narrow beam with all that momentum. That's tough.
And not only that, it's also not properly secured to the ground.
Yeah, it'll slide around as we just saw. Campbell, now she's seen 2 athletes go out on the rope slider. It is her job to try to be the first to get through
Going
it.
for it.
And she
yes,
does.
All right. And now onto Sonic Curve. We saw this last weekend at a qualifier, so it's back here today, but in a different formation. And now onto these rings. Already faced an obstacle similar to this in the placement course. Just now in a little bit of a different formation. And to the dismount as well. That's 2 obstacles down.
She only went out on the challenge course, or on the placement course, with a slight stumble on the dismount platform, so we didn't really get to see the full extent. Oh, kind of
we see it there again.
There. Wow, she's got to watch out for them dismount platforms, but she is onto the ball hooks right now, and she's looked really good up until this point. Hasn't used a single retry yet. Now she gets that last hook. This is the one that slides down. Nice grab.
And able to get that perfect. Campbell been hanging for a long time, but showing no signs of distress, and towards the dismount as well. Now here is the cliffhangers for this round here. So these dropping cliffhangers are very tricky. Cliffhanger ledges usually only 3 centimeters in width. That's only a little bit over an inch. Now here we go. Gotta be able to pop that ledge up to be able to get it.
Oh!
I had her fingers on it. She was able to make it go up just a little bit, but just could not properly grab onto it. So now gonna have to unfortunately use up one of those retries here, but at least wants to be able to make it work for her.
That was super close. She got the good hit. She's got to give it a little bit more power so it's an easier grab. It's a little bit more, parallel to the ground, that last ledge. Let's see if she can do it this time. She knows what to do. Campbell getting that big swing.
Going for it.
Oh, she almost had it.
She was able to at least get 2 hands on it this time, which is an improvement within itself. So it's always good to see a competitor be able to improve on a retry here. Now, on each of these attempts, it was just so close. And these cliffhangers are going to be a massive test for our competitors. I'm excited to see if anyone's going to be able to get through it. We only have 1 amateur female left.
That's true. And actually, I think I know what that black wall there is for. I think that's to prevent people from doing that skip that I mentioned we saw yesterday. So that makes people a little more honest on the ball hooks, which is actually crazy because that skip that I saw yesterday was phenomenal. But I'm pretty sure that is there to make sure that people are actually going all the way around and not taking any crazy shortcuts. But Campbell Remus is going to be our last female to take on the challenge course. So we were able to see as Campbell earlier, this is Emily. Sorry about that. So having a little bit of confusion with the names here, but Emily Sayer is actually going to be our final female to go. Campbell, she was able to get past the 3rd obstacle and eventually go out on the flippy cliffs. But Campbell is going on to the Premier Series finals, and Emily is going to try to join her as she is getting ready here at the start line. She was our top female finisher in the placement course.
All she's got to do to advance is complete that 3rd obstacle, just the ring. So 2nd and 3rd obstacle, really not that much of a threat. It's really just that dismount off the rope slider. If she's able to get through that, there's a really good chance we're going to be seeing her at Modus.
Absolutely. She looked really strong in the placement course. Now she just has to bring her A game here. And all eyes are on that first obstacle, the rope slider. We saw our first 2 athletes go out on that obstacle. They're just making sure all the obstacles are reset. Everything is good to go for her run.
Looks very determined here. Getting that countdown. It's going to be a big grab to that rope and towards the dismount. Can she stick it?
Nice.
All right, able to get through. Okay. Now, as long as she does not make a mistake here on these rings, she will be able to advance onward. These rings, not that much of a problem here. Was able to beat a ring obstacle in the placement course. This one, just 2 simple laches between rings that swing a little bit from side to side. Able to get that. Come on. Just a dismount left until we see her at Modus. All
There
right,
we
she's
go.
able to get through. But now
Emily.
she's in second place. So if she wants to be able to at least win for her division, she'll need to be able to get to the cliffhangers in a faster time. But here
So far, she's
is
looking good. Now the ball hook obstacle, very techy right here. And you've already used a lot of grip strength up until this point, but she looks so strong right now.
Yeah, she has just been moving with a purpose so far, and I like what she's doing on each of these cannonballs. Able to grab each of those perfectly, and now on to the obstacle. That's really the one to look out for here. She is just under a second ahead of the pace by this point. Linky that first transition, but here's the big one. Go for it!
Oh!
Ooh, didn't get enough height. We saw it move just a little bit up, but as soon as it tilted up, it came right back down. She was not able to get any purchase on it. So here is what's going to matter here.
I wonder, did she hit it too far into the platform? I guess hitting it on the edge would give you the best leverage. So she's going to get another shot at it. She links the
Here we
first 2
go.
ledges. Oh, no!
Oh, she had that. She got
She
up
had
a
a
whole
great
lot
flip.
higher.
She was so close to getting that last ledge. And look at her linking these first 2. She looks so strong on that. But right here, she gets the height that she needed, but just couldn't quite hold on. That is such a difficult jump. Emily was a little bit behind Campbell's pace to that obstacle. Apparently. I mean, it's listed her as number 2 right there. I think there might be a little bit of there's some confusion slightly with the results for Campbell and Emily in terms of who was actually first or second. So I'm sure we can get that one cleared up. But now we are approaching the amateur male division as Zeke Bucci Torres, El Padre, is going to take on the course.
Ooh, slides a little bit there at the end of the rope slider. Ooh, and going on the tops of
Okay.
the Sonic Curve. That's really smart. Doesn't want to have any awkward foot placement. But now has these rings in front of him. So not really that much of a problem. We might be seeing more laches out of here. Good swinging back and forth here. And I'm liking the lock-off so far. He's almost close to touching the ground. So smart body awareness here so that way he doesn't accidentally have a little toe tap. Because if that happens, unfortunately, he's going to have to use up one of those retries, which he's definitely going to want to have for later on in the course. But here is this parkour run obstacle here. These unstable platforms towards the end. Got to find the best foot placement here. And towards the dismount. But here are the ball hooks. This is an obstacle that's going to sap out a lot of strength if you are not perfect on it.
Yeah, you can't afford to miss a hook. If you miss one and take that swing back, you're only holding on with one hand. So accuracy is vital on this obstacle.
And now sliding down to these ones that you don't have to do anything on other than just hang. Almost at that dismount platform. Trying to reach out for it. Ooh, struggling to be able to find it here. Got to get that back and forth momentum here. He's able to get it there and able to land to it with a little bit of a wobble. But here is the obstacle that's been plaguing all the competitors that have reached it so far. It's the cliffhanger. So what's he going to be able to do? We saw him have great lock-offs earlier. So that's going to be something that's really important here because these cliff jumps are so far.
No!
And since they're so tiny, you got to be able to absorb them perfectly. But Zeke unable to get it on that first try, so gonna have to use a retry, unfortunately. Here we go, 2 minutes and 20 seconds, just under, for him on to attempt number 2 for these cliffhangers. Able to get onto just barely. You can see him just hanging on with those fingertips. Gonna have another hard landing here. Can he hang on?
Oh,
all right.
He's holding on.
Here's the one that's gonna be really troublesome. Gotta pop it up. Has not been able to attempt it before, so gotta get it perfect!
Oh,
no! Unable to get it. 0 for 3 on this brutal obstacle. Zeke Bucci Torres unable to complete it, but it was still a great effort on this obstacle. You could see him really struggling to hang on to those cliff ledges, but he persevered until he just could not any longer.
Yeah, you could see the fingers just getting completely stretched out there. this obstacle, or all these obstacles, really test out that upper body strength. And Micah is going to be the next one to take on the course from Lincoln, Nebraska. Nebraska Ninja repping their swag right now. Taking some deep breaths, letting the nerves calm down, and now the rope slider. He slides it.
And it slides. But now he's stuck in no man's land. Now that it's moved a little bit farther, he's got to be able to find it. Oh, has to use a retry. And this is what we were talking about earlier. And that's just going to waste a retry. Having an obstacle placed so early, that's so difficult like this, where its intention is just to take out, eat up one retry, is going to ultimately spell doom for the rest of your run if you're going to need another one. So he's got to be perfect for as long as he's able to be as he's heading into just the rings.
Yeah, you want to at least give yourself a retry for Flippy Cliffs. Micah right now swinging on just the rings, and he's looking very strong right now. And he's got the dismount. Now he is on to hardcore parkour. We haven't seen many struggles with this obstacle so far. Just a little bit of balance right here on that red foam board. And now he is on to the ball hooks. Again, another obstacle that everyone who's taken it on so far has been pretty accurate. He's having a bit of an issue getting that first hook out.
Oh, he's dangling. But look at that lock off there. Perfectly at 90 degrees.
Oh, he misses.
But now he's dangling again.
Misses twice.
Come on, go for it. Third time is the charm for him. Able to get it. And now sliding down with one hand. Very confident, it looks like, in the grip strength. So that should not be a problem if he's at least able to get through this. But this has not been the cleanest run so far for him. Has to find it.
Oh.
Struggling to reach out for it. And now look at it.
How is he still holding on?
I have no idea how he's able to continue to hang like this. This is insane. Just the amount of grip strength out of Micah Red here is absolutely insane. Now it's just that dismount, but this, I don't know, he's been hanging for so long that I don't know how much he has left in the tank.
And this is the obstacle where you want to come into it with as much energy as you could possibly have. These cliffs are very hard to grab onto. Micah has 3 ledges now. He's got the first. Takes a backswing.
Gotta get the next.
He's got the second.
Able to get it. But now
this is the tough one.
Gotta get the pop up. Oh, one-handed. Oh!
No! He tried to go with one hand there.
I liked what he tried to do there because we've seen this in a lot of obstacles. It was specifically with the mouse traps, actually, where you let go with one hand, use that free-flowing hand to be able to pop whatever you're trying to reach up, so that we were able to go onto the underside. And I liked what he was trying to do there, but the problem is, you're not hanging on a bar. You're hanging onto a tiny cliff ledge, and after hanging off of those cannonballs for such a long time, that's so incredibly taxing!
No!
Oh, Micah Red can't even get back to that point.
That's a shame. He had so much strength. I think what he lacked was a little bit of technique, especially with the ball hooks. He spent so much time on that obstacle, hanging around, trying to get his body in the right position, and he used up so much energy. I really want to know if he got through the ball hooks a little bit faster, would he have had a chance here? But we are seeing the Flippy Cliffs do a ton of damage. No one has been able to grab onto that third cliffhanger ledge so far, but there is still a lot of talent left on the board.
100%. As this field goes on, it's only going to get better because the rest of these competitors, as we get on, are going to have cleared the placement course with faster and faster times, and they're hoping to be able to get as many clears as they possibly can. Want to have a clean sweep here. Kale Solemn's going to be up next to attempt this course, hoping to be able to be the first to get through this dreaded Flippy Cliffs. But this rope slider, gotta be able to get through it, able to get through it, and now on to the Sonic Curve, able to get that as well. And I liked what he did there on that last step right there. He had both feet on it, so that way he was able to properly spring up. And now heading swiftly through the ranks, just one more transition left, and stacking it. The first competitor that we've seen so far opts to do that rather than just Lachey. But it works out for him. And now over to parkour.
Nice swing there. This one just a kind of a simple obstacle. It's almost a little bit of a break from all the really difficult grip techie obstacles, but still one that you need to focus on. Now he's going to climb up a little bit here for the ball hooks. We saw Micah have a really hard time getting this one going, but Kale moving with a great pace
smoother
right now. All right, he's got that last ball. Now he's just got to get the dismount. Oh, he's going to grab that other one to control his swing a little bit here.
Go for it.
These dismount platforms are tiny.
Yeah, it's so easy to be able to overshoot these, so you gotta be able to land perfectly. We've seen that out of a lot of competitors so far. Kale Solemn now has an obstacle in front of him, linking those first two, which is smart. Now here we go, gotta pop it up. Oh, trying to use his speed, that is smart.
Okay. Well,
That might
it
be
is,
the
but
beta break
now
that
the
we're looking
timing is
for.
all off. Yeah.
Ah. Now has to head back.
I wonder if that's a rule or if he just realized that is just not the move, because at that point you are just having that thing swing and now you got
But now has to use
he
his
goes for it. There we go.
Able to get it perfectly and towards
Kale.
the dismount. The first to be able to get through that obstacle. So he's got 4 obstacles left in a little over 2 minutes. That's half the time limit. So it's very possible for him to be able to get through. But here is the first really techie obstacle. And we just got confirmation that you cannot use your feet on the flippy cliff. So obviously since he used that, he obviously had a drop. But here we go here on the bat. Able to get that smoothly and kind of just absorbed into it. And able to go to the platform perfectly.
That dismount is insane with all that momentum, and then you have to land on such a small platform. But Kale is down to the last 3 obstacles. This is the triple bogey. There's no golf clubs involved, but a lot of small ledges that you need to climb across. This one is really going to test the grip strength.
Oh, you can see him grimacing a little bit.
Yeah, he's feeling it. He's still locking off on those arms right now. Now he's going to fully extend. He's got to grab this.
Because it's a sideways grab, able to get it.
Big momentum up here. All right, Kale is just hanging on. He has so much grip strength right here. Now he's got to go for this dismount. Another small platform to land on. Kale.
Did he get it?
Oh, he's on it.
Oh, he got it.
What a landing.
You could tell if he hung off for just a little second longer, he would have peeled. He was really digging deep on that. And now 2 obstacles left with a minute left. He is going to need to be perfect here because he's got another big drop in front of him with this obstacle. A tiny little hole that's reminiscent of a special delivery grab. So he's just got to be able to get perfect precision here. 2 laches. And now a big transition upward. Can he hang on?
Nice.
Yes, he can. Okay. Towards the dismount.
32 seconds.
Okay. 30 seconds are left for Kale Solemn here as he's on to the Baron's Trap. We need to get that swing. Bear traps, lockjaws, whatever you want to call them, they're the same exact thing. Go for it.
Oh, no.
He had one
17
side in
seconds.
it. Had one side in it.
He
He could not bring the other one up. So 17 seconds are left. He's gonna need to be able to execute.
He needs to
he
fly.
has enough time. Come on.
This is a big jump. Get a couple swings. He needs to go. 10 seconds. He goes for it.
Oh! Both tries unsuccessful on the Baron Trap, but that is the farthest that we've seen a single competitor be able to make it. We were able to see a competitor finally be able to get through the flippy clips with, at first, an unorthodox strategy that we found out you could not do. And on the second try, the first time doing it the correct way, could not get it through, unfortunately. It could get it through, actually, but it was just close call after close call towards the end. He was digging deep all the way up until that last possible moment. But just
this
could
is
not
such
pull
a
it out.
difficult obstacle. You got to get both ends of that pole up into those bear traps. So difficult, but that leaves Kale at the #1 spot right now. But there are still 9 amateur males left to go. This is far from over. Next up, we've got Nate Bucci Torres. The fish has been calling him for a while. He hasn't decided to answer or decline yet, but let's see if he can get through the rope slider. An obstacle that is sneaking up on people. And look at him. He's got his hands in the right spot. Nice landing. He's onto the Sonic Curve, and he is going to blaze through the first 2 obstacles with no issues. Now just the rings. We saw him go out on the tripping hazard in the placement course. He did not clear. Let's see if he could be our first buzzer on the challenge course.
But up next, it's going to be a little bit of a balance obstacle here. As long as he's able to get to that platform, he's going to have a chance to get his revenge on a balance obstacle. Not that difficult, though. But here is the ball hooks. He's got to be able to unhook these very quickly, or else all that grip's just going to be zapped immediately out of him. Grabbing each of these. Oh, has some struggle there, trying to find that second cannonball. So, gonna need to be perfect from here on out. It has to unhook it first. Really struggling to get it out, but able to get it there. The best way to do it, you're gonna need to really pop those hips up and flick your wrist back. But
Oh,
oh,
one miss.
Gotta connect it.
There we go.
Got it.
Quick correction there for Nate.
And now this mini zip line down. And skipping that one that's near
Oh!
the and the grip gave out there. These cannonballs
grip
are so
did give out.
tiny. You've got to be perfect on them. They may be a Ninja Warrior staple, but that's not mean they get any easier as time goes on.
And you have to be holding on with just one hand. So, you know, grip strength is one thing when you're holding on with two hands, but holding on with just one is very difficult. You're doing it a lot here on this obstacle, so that grip strength is just going down faster and faster. Now he gets back to the slide. This is where we just saw him slip off, but this time he's keeping
Can you
his
get it?
grip.
Good.
Nicely done. Oh, okay.
But he's facing backwards. He's got to twist that body around. Or maybe he's looking to potentially go sideways. Oh, nope, he
There
touches
we
down,
go.
thankfully. Able to get through that obstacle. But now here is the flippy cliffs. This has been the real deciding point on how competitors are going to be able to perform in third place right now. If he's able to complete this obstacle, we'll land him in the top two.
His dad
Now,
was
this
faster than him
big
to this
transition.
point. Let's see.
Going for it.
Oh, great technique. He was so close. If he does that again and just locks in with both of those hands, he can do this. He looks
Yeah, now
really
he's-
good on that attempt.
Yeah, now that he's gotten a feel for how this obstacle behaves, it's going to be a good chance for him to be able to complete it. While these competitors might have to take some time to figure out how it works. So, what has he learned from the first attempt?
No!
Ooh. Now, what he might have actually tried to do on that one is just go straight for that cliff ledge, I think. I think that might have been what he tried to do.
If
Without
he had
trying to
taken
pop it up.
another swing there, it might have helped out, but Nate showing a lot of resilience on that one, especially slipping off on the ball hooks and then able to overcome them right after. And his first attempt at flippy cliffs was so close, but that second one, I think he rushed it a little bit and didn't get enough height on that third ledge. So his dad was actually a little faster than him to that point. But we have still 8 more to go. Braden Fredrickson is going to be next up.
These 10 obstacles are so incredibly brutal. Not a single one can be overlooked. And we're seeing that right off the start here with this rope slider. Braden got to get a big right up, and I'm liking that right there. He was able to get a very, very strong start there and plant both of his feet onto that free moving I-beam.
Oh!
And, ooh, had a little bit of a scare
a
on the
ring.
rings, but able to keep moving. And now, going to keep going with barely any backswing needed here. Able to just rely on his power and also his wingspan to be able to get through, but
Oh.
has to take a backswing there. As I say that. So, going to get a cleaner dismount there on the second try. And now here are these ball hooks.
Let's see how his one-hand grip will hold up. He misses.
Dangling.
Good correction. Now onto the slide.
And he's going to go with one hand. That's risky to do.
Okay.
A lot of competitors might just want to be able to conserve that grip
whoa.
strength. Don't want to waste it.
Nice.
Playing
Good
with
correction.
fire
Good
here,
save right
Braden
there.
Fredrickson able to at least get through half the course now. But how much does he have left in the tank here? Chalking up again. Wants to be able to get through. You can see him really trying to make sure his fingertips are ready for this obstacle.
This is so difficult. The first ledge and the
Linking
second ledge
it
are
so
tough enough.
far.
He links them.
Going
He
for
tries
it.
to link them
Oh.
all.
And while it's smart for time purposes, it's just not going to work out for him on that first try. So, ready for attempt number 2. You can see him kind of pressing his hands together. I hope his hands are feeling all right here.
It can't feel good to have to hit that thing up. Let's see.
Attempt number 2, going for it. He's not gonna link this next one. Gonna have to try and pop it up here. Come on,
swings.
go for it. Go for it.
There it
Again.
is.
And now it's just that dismount left for him. Braden Fredrickson so close to being able to complete the obstacle. Able to get it.
Oh, he's
And
grimacing
now
a little
0.3
bit.
seconds ahead of the pace by this point. So if he keeps up this pace, he'll be able to get first. But yeah, as you said, grimacing's not a good sign when you still have 4 obstacles left to be able to attempt.
He's feeling something right now, but let's see if he can still persevere. Nice grab
Ooh,
right
good.
there.
Oh.
Oh,
He might have
I
toe
wonder
tapped.
what- Yeah, I think that it must have been because he got that little boomerang through that second hoop.
Yeah, but
See
as
if he
soon
can
as
do
it
it again.
dips, it's just so hard to be able to keep your body up. And now Brayden's in a tricky situation because regardless of where or if he falls, that's going to be it for his run. He's able to keep going without touching the ground. And now towards the dismount, able to get it. Save yourself.
Oh,
That was good.
nice save. He keeps it under control. Brayden is now on to the triple bogey. 1:40 left. This is another very tough grip obstacle, and with how he's been looking, all the grimacing that he's been doing, I'm curious to see how he's going to hold up here.
Oh, we're seeing
This
it again
is-
here.
Yeah, this is a long test of grip strength.
Yeah, he's going to keep moving. And also alongside that, it's got a very far dismount as well. And we just saw him struggle a bit with a dismount, so he's just going to be able to
look at
keep
him,
going
though.
through. He's able to keep persevering. He might be looking at an early dismount, it looks like. You see him
gonna
swinging
skip
side
that
to side.
last
Can he
leg.
get it?
Oh, another
Is he safe?
close
He's
call
safe.
on the dismount.
Oh! I have no idea how he's able to get that.
Oh.
I thought his toe would have tapped. But he's able to keep moving. Is he all right?
You can tell
see him
he is in
really-
pain, but he's not giving up right now. This is very impressive from Brayden. He is really toughing it out on this course right now.
Oh!
Oh,
And the delivery drop's going to get him out, but that was a fight within itself. You can see him putting his hands on his stomach again. Something was hurting there. Something was not right, but he was able to get all the way to the 9th obstacle, which is something that we cannot say for a lot of competitors so far in this wave.
Yeah, I mean, for him to be able to get that far, clearly in pain for a lot of that run. We'll see how his run holds up against the rest of the competition, but hopefully he can have, a month and a half to heal up, and if he earns a shot at the Premier Series Finals, he can go into it at full strength. But you could see the amount of strength that Brayden had was very impressive. But now we are going to move on to Jay Kimball, 45 years old, out of Janesville, Iowa. Must be a Saints fan.
Still without our first clear, so we want to be able to see it here. Oh, on the edge. He able to get
Nice.
through, though. Rope
He
slider.
was standing on that for a
having-
while.
Yeah, rope slider, an obstacle that's really tricky to be able to execute on, but he's able to get through. And now, swinging through the rings. Got one more big transition up. Able to land that perfectly. And now it is just one dismount away until he has a little break from hanging.
Now for hardcore
Hardcore
parkour.
parkour.
Oh, he almost tried to go
Ooh.
back. Nice balancing save right there for Jay. Okay. Oh, a little stumble on the dismount there, but he is on to the ball hooks. I like what our ninjas show us, that age is just a number. Jay looking so strong going through these obstacles so far. He gets through the slider and he grabs onto the next hook or the next ball. And wow, he is making short work of this obstacle right now, getting a little spun around. Wow, okay. He's just not
Ooh,
getting the
dangling
right
for a
angle on
while.
this dismount. There we go.
Able to get through still without using any retries, though, so that's half the course down. Now it's going to
Now
be
it
his
is
flippy
time.
cliffs for him to be able to execute
Wow,
on.
he just reaches out.
Has a
Long
lot of
arms
width
working
there.
out
Can he
for him
get
there.
it?
No! He did not get it up very high, so he needs to get a little more power on that hit to make the ledge a little easier to hang on to. But he knows what to do now. We've seen a couple of others take retries on this obstacle and be successful. So let's see if Jay can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about figuring out the mechanics of this obstacle. And I think now that he's already gotten one attempt at it, he's going to be golden. Come on! Just a
Oh,
second!
wow! I don't know how that would have been possible. He tries to not hit it up at all, and Jay is our latest Flippy Cliffs victim. He had a crazy save right there at hardcore parkour. He almost slipped off right there. He looks so strong on the ball hooks, but right here, that last attempt, he tried to not even hit it up. And maybe he did and he just missed it. I'm not sure. But he got 0 elevation on that third ledge. That obstacle is just decimating the competition right now.
Yeah, it's such a brutal obstacle to be able to see. But I think what we saw might be an idea for our final 6 competitors to be able to do. Just trying to slam their body into that 3rd cliff and hope that they're able to stay on.
No kidding. Chase McCambridge up next, a Lee Summit, Missouri Modus Ninjas athlete.
Got onto those rings, good. Now it is just a few laches over towards that dismount platform, but looks like he's, oh, look at he's one ring, and that's the first time we've seen a competitor not utilize all the rings, but it's a good way to be able to save some of that time as he's over to the dismount platform,
Nice.
able to land onto it, and now heading over to hardcore parkour. A close dismount there, but able to keep going. Might want to take a backswing here. That's smart, kicking off the platform just to be able to be on the safer side, and now the ball hooks are up next. We've seen so many competitors struggle greatly, get caught up, have to use a retry, some of them. But here, oh, he's in a little bit of a bad situation here. Gotta find it, able to get it there. And now it's just a short zip line down to those final 3 cannonballs. Looks like he's gonna be skipping one. And now onto that larger one. And it's just the dismount left before he's got flippy cliffs. Ooh,
Yeah,
take loop
this
one hand.
dismount's
He saved
tough
it.
with the angle. There
Ooh,
he
he
goes.
got that.
Chase is on.
He started spinning around in circles, but able to get through.
This is the obstacle to
Linking
beat,
it.
and look at him go.
What's the technique here? Gonna go up.
Nice!
Able to get it on the first try. Chase McCambridge just has to dismount away from him. Able to get it.
Yes. Is that
And
our
I believe
first
that
first
is our
try
first
on
competitor to be able to get through those first 6 obstacles without a retry.
that? Impressive from Chase. Now he is on to the boom drum. This is such a tough one. You got to be very accurate getting it through that 2nd ring. And then you got a big swing down. You got to keep your legs up as well. Oh, he
Ooh.
misses it.
Unfortunately, it looks like he just didn't get that battering inside of the ring. Had it a little bit too far forward. Banged the front. So he knows what he's got to do here. He's got to get it a little bit farther out to the side so that way he's able to plug it in. So, gonna need to get a lot of swing here first. How to use up a retry. What has he learned from attempt number 1? Might be looking for go for it here. Going for it. Reach out the ring.
No.
Oh, and unfortunately, that's going to be it for him. I think what might happen is he tried to go out for it, and then was a little bit stuck in the hold, panicked, and then just tried to reach out for his hand, and it just didn't work out for him.
Yeah, it's such a tough obstacle right there, but the fact that he got through the flippy cliffs on his first try at it just shows how much talent this athlete has. But the boom drum is going to be another difficult one for our ninjas moving forward. And we are down to our last 5 amateur males. That means that in just a couple of runs, we're going to start seeing who gets locked in for the at least a top 4 finish and who starts getting bumped out. I mean, obviously, we already know a few who aren't going to be making it, but we're going to really come down to the wire here with our top ninjas left to go, because these are the ones who made it through the placement course the fastest. Starting off with Jackson here out of Waterloo, Iowa.
Hoping
he
to be able to
has
get
to-
the first to clear.
Yeah, we haven't seen a buzzer yet here on the challenge course. Could Jackson be the first? The rope slider's
I'm very
up.
confident in what he's able to do, but he's going to have to go back.
Oh! Okay, he doesn't use a retry,
Come
though.
on, Jack, going for it. Able to
Nicely
get it there.
done.
Okay, that's a relief. All right, Jack able to stay alive here so far. And now
That's a
over
great
to
save.
this. Oh, the hat
no, the
goes
hat.
down.
No! All
Now
right,
that
he's
hat
got to do
may
this
be
hatless now.
strategic.
Hopefully, just keep the hair out of the face and we'll be all right. Jackson is onto the ball hooks.
Now, Shingo
Pretty
Yamamoto,
fast to this
he was the
point.
one who popularized the strategy of losing the hat and then gaining skill. So we're going to see if Jack's able to continue that trend so far. He's able to not utilize a retry here. He's going to the dismount
Nice.
and able to get it.
He's
In
looking
towards
very
the flippy
clean
flips. Come
so
on.
far.
Only been on the
Second
course for a
ledge.
little over 50 seconds. So this is the one right here. He's going to be able to get.
Come
What's the
on.
strategy here? Pop it up.
No!
He had that for a split
Jackson.
second.
So close. He's got another attempt, and we have seen several athletes get multiple attempts at this. Some of them have been able to get it on the second try. Jackson looked very close. Oh, he's got the hat back.
Reuniting with the hat. That's good to see.
Shout out to the crew working behind the scenes there. All right. First
he was
ledge,
really
links to the
smooth.
second ledge.
He was really smooth on the first try here, so he's got to pop it up a little higher.
No, he misses it again.
Ah, Jackson Chidester unable to get through that obstacle. The first flippy clips fail in a while, but that fast pace lands him into the top 4 as of right now with 4 competitors left. So as long as no one is able to get through the ball hooks in the faster time, he might be able to continue to go through.
We will find out. This is where you, with an obstacle like this, especially one that is really taking out a lot of the competition, it's where speed matters. And Jackson, props to him. He did not get the rope slider on his first try. He went back, didn't use a retry, and was able to get through it and still post that fast of a time. That is a testament to how well he did the rest of the obstacles. But now we are going to see how Aiden Smith takes on the course.
With these final 4, we're going to start seeing those locked-in competitors. So, oh
no!
And look at how it flew all the way back there. So he's going to need to let go, essentially, for it. Can he get it?
No!
Okay.
Aiden,
body
okay.
slams onto the ground. Hope he's all right. Hopefully that didn't knock the wind out of him. Here is attempt number 2. Aiden Smith wants to at least be able to get through this obstacle. Going for the rope.
So much control.
Get to the
here.
dismount. Oh, no.
Oh,
and
no.
We're back in the same position that we just were at. He's got to be able to get it here. Going for the rope. Come on. Get to the platform. He's able to land it.
Oh!
Oh,
He's got it.
That's
Wow.
impressive. And now he's just flying through the rest of this course. He got through Sonic Curve faster than I think anyone else has.
Yeah,
he knows he's got to make up a lot of time here.
He
And we're
definitely
seeing
lived up
that
to
so
the
far.
Sonic name.
Look at that technique there. I like the pullback that he did there from that first and the second and third set of rings. But now he's on to hardcore parkour. Ooh, was looking to go for the dismount, it looks like there, but realized he didn't have it. But now here is ball hang. We've already seen him get caught up on an obstacle. This is an obstacle where you can easily get caught up as well. So just has to be able to get through this really quickly.
Sliding down. One hand reaches out. He is flying through the ball hooks right now. And an easy dismount. He goes right for the flippy cliffs. This is going to be a tough one. If he can get through this, he is going to have a really good shot at finishing in the top 4. Aiden, he goes for the last one. He's got it.
And towards the dismount.
Oh!
Is he good?
He
Oh, he's
barely
good.
makes the dismount.
Wow, must have been by like a hair or something.
Oh,
he was able
the
to
wall
stay
falls over.
strong, and he's at 1.8 seconds ahead of the pace, even with the retry.
All right, he gets through flippy cliffs.
Here's the
Now
bat.
he's got to get through the boom drum.
Ooh, he got that. All right. And towards the dismount, he got that as well. Okay, now triple bogey's up next.
Aiden Smith, a very strong showing right here. Can he get through this one? His grip, he's been making short work of a lot of these grip obstacles, so hopefully he's got a lot left in the tank here. He is going to need it. Oh, no.
Ooh. So now it comes down to what he's going to be able to do, because regardless of where or if he falls, that's going to be where his run ends.
All right. He's gotten further than his first try. Nice grab right there on the board. Oh no! Aiden Smith cannot get through the triple bogey. He fails it twice, and that is where he is going to finish his run in third place in the overall standings right now. Aiden Smith, who actually needed to use a retry on the very first obstacle, he's able to get all the way to the 8th obstacle of this challenge course. A very strong showing for this athlete. Very impressed with what he was able to bring to the stage. But now we are down to our last 3 male amateur athletes. So there is a look at the standings right now. Right now we have Kale, Braden, Aiden, and Chase are the top 4. The question is, can they hold that spot? Ben Bucci Torres, he was actually, I want to say he was the first to go on the placement course. He destroyed it. All of these 3 destroyed the placement course, finishing right around that 30-second mark. And Ben, look at that. He doesn't need that landing. He just kind of kicked that beam out over to the side.
the last of the Bucci Tauruses to run in the Premier Series qualifiers, at least over here at Ninja U. Currently, his family members are in 8th and 9th place respectively, so he wants to be able to at least get to the Premier Series finals, be the only one out of them to do it. But it's going to be no easy feat. He's going through this first half of the obstacles so far pretty smoothly. This zip line, though, cannot be overlooked. A big reach out to that cannonball. Got one more left before he's onto Flippy Cliffs. Just has to be able to find that dismount, swinging back and forth. And he's able to land pretty confidently. So, able to land here in 6th place. So, if he wants to be able to get to the Premier Series finals, look at that height! Wow! Big air!
Oh, no!
And he almost had it too, with barely any like insight onto what to do there. He kind of just slammed himself into there until he was able to stay on.
Really did.
He was able to get so much height. He was able to kick it up so high, that third one actually, but just could not stay on it. So what we might be seeing out of attempt number 2 is a more cautious approach here, at least when it comes to his last transition. So here we go, yeah, taking a back swing here to at least center himself, going for it here, come on!
There he
able
goes.
to hang on there though. And now it's just that dismount, able to learn from his first attempt, and now over to this obstacle here, the boom drop. So
That actually knocks Chase out of the top 4. Ben is in the top 4 now. But he wants to be number 1. He wants to be the first to hit that buzzer. He was the first to hit the buzzer on the placement course. Could he be the first in the challenge course?
here we go, the drop. Can he get it?
Yes!
He's able to at least hang on. But now it's that dismount. Able to land that as well. Okay. Now these bogeys. How much does he have left in the tank? He has done already 7 obstacles. So you know he's got to be in some semblance of pain. Has half the time left. So he's at least in a position where he's able to rest. He has 1 retry left. So he's just got to be able to be perfect from this point on. Able to land that sideways hold smoothly though.
Bit of a skip there.
Good so far. Now reaching out to that one. We haven't seen competitor reach out fully. Going for a
Look
big
at that
dismount.
swing!
And
All
that's
in one go.
That's the cleanest dismount that we've seen on that obstacle so far. Not showing a lot of struggle there. But here is the delivery drop. We've seen a competitor peel off, but we've also seen a competitor be able to clear it. So 50% clear rate. What's he going to be able to do here? 1:23 left. It's very possible for him to be able to complete this course. He just has to be able to keep moving. That's all that matters right now.
Deep breath. He's got 1:15. He bounces into that first bar. Lachey's over to the next. And for the drop, he's got it. Delivery received. And Ben is going to make the dismount. He is on to Baron's Trap. The last obstacle here. Can he get this flying bar into that bear trap?
He has more than enough time to at least be able to rest here before going into it, because these flying bar transitions, especially when it's something with a bear trap that's so techy, the impact once you land it in is something that a lot of competitors just sometimes not. Oh! I think he had that for a second. He just couldn't lock it in properly. But as I was saying, flying bar transitions, they take a lot of strength to be able to hang on, because you're not only going down with your weight, but you're also trying to go down with the bar. So it takes a lot of grip to be able to absorb it. So not only that, you're also going up. It's such a tricky obstacle here. This is going to be his last try here. If he's able to get this, there's a good chance he's going to be able to clear. Come on!
No! He gets it, but he can't hold on!
Exactly what I feared would happen right there. As I was saying,
Ah.
the force of being able to have to bring it up, unfortunately, was too great for Ben to be able to hang on. Oh, but that is our best run so far, distance-wise. But still, not enough to be able to get us a clear.
That was an outstanding performance from Ben Bucci Torres. He does the family proud here today at Ninja U, but he's not able to reach the buzzer, and that means we are down to our final 2 ninjas. We've got Jason Behrens, and he would love to get a shot at his own obstacle here.
Yeah,
So
that would
he
be
is going
really
to-
convenient.
Yeah, now we just got to see if he can get through the rope slider. We've seen a lot of struggles here, but not for Jason. Look at him racing through the Sonic Curve. And
Wow,
right into
look at
just the
that, just
ring.
hopping through. He was able to get through that obstacle in like 6 seconds.
He really was. I just want to point out right now that Ben Bucci Torres and Kale are locked into the top 4 with only 2 runners left to go. So we're going to see if Braden and Aiden can hold on. But right now, the way Jason's moving, he's going to have a very great opportunity to move himself into the top 4 here.
Yeah, as long as he gets that pad, that lands him into the top 6. 8 seconds ahead of the pace that Ben just set. So, just going to keep moving. We might be seeing a link here. We're not going to see a link here. Going more cautiously. And it
First
works out
try.
for him. He must have seen competitors rush that and had not a lot of success. Decided to go cautiously, and it worked out for him perfectly. But now here is the first obstacle that's really going to be techie here. Trying to place his battering into that ring up there. Able to get it. And a quick
right
up
for
there.
the dismount.
And with him being only 5'2", it made it so that he didn't toe tap. He was perfect because those taller competitors really got to be conscious. But for him, not that much of a struggle here. Now these bogeys are going to be the next challenge for him. Opting to use that other one.
He's got so much grip strength left in the tank. You can see it. He's looking
you can see
very
him still
strong right now.
Very locked up, and you can see him every single time he grabs onto a cliff ledge. Immediately has his arms bent, and then slowly back down as he absorbs it.
Now he is on to the delivery drop. He bounces into the first bar. Quick Lachey.
Oh, he's going
now
for
the
it
drop.
immediately.
He's got it.
Wow! And now it's just that dismount, and that lands him in first place with over a minute ahead of this pace. And now here we go. He's going to attempt the obstacle with his namesake.
Jason Behrens onto the Behrens trap.
We've seen one competitor be able to land it into the trap, but no one's been able to hang on. Jason Behrens, if he lands it, there's a good chance he's going to have a perfect run here. Oh!
No!
He had one
So
side up. He
close.
had that right side up. Just couldn't bring that left. Here we go for attempt number 2. He knows what he's got to do here on this attempt, at least.
Big swings. Come on. He can do this. He swings.
Oh!
No!
And it's the opposite of what happened in the last time. First attempt had the right side up. Second attempt had the left side up, but just could not bring it together for one attempt. I think if he had one more try, it would have been perfect.
Such a close call right there. Jason, he looks so incredibly strong. You pointed out he had an outrageous amount of time going into the last obstacle. Just couldn't quite get it done, but he is easily earning his shot at the Premier Series Finals at Modus Ninjas, and I cannot wait to see what he brings to the table there.
Yeah, it's been an incredible day for Jason Behrens, and it's only going to get better as he's getting in to those Modus Finals. We got 3 competitors locked in. Levi Enright wants to be able to become that 4th and knock out that 4th place competitor on the bubble. So it's either going to be him or Braden Fredrickson who are going into Modus. Jason, Ben, and Kale locked their spots into the event, but he knows where he's got to get. He's got to be able to get through this course so far and get through it fast.
That's right. This was our fastest placement course clear. 24 years old. He's a little bit older than a lot of the teens that we see competing. Let's see if that experience pays off for Levi, who is looking very good right now. He is demolishing the ball hooks, and he's going to get right through it onto the dismount and onto the flippy cliffs. This is the one.
Taking a backswing. Come on. Get it?
Yes!
Easy for him. All right. And towards a dismount perfectly, too. And somehow, he's 2 seconds ahead of Jason's pace by this point. We were just talking about how fast he was up to this point, but Levi somehow being able to be faster. A big transition, and look at that. He kind of just floated that battering. It's the next one. And now,
like Michael
here
Jordan.
we go. Here we go onto these bogeys. Moving so smoothly here. Big backswing and straight to the dismount as well. Did he save it?
No! Oh,
is he safe?
he's still...
Is he safe?
Wow,
Whoa.
what a save on the trampoline.
You can see him veering a little bit to the right and then just kind of collapsed into that trampoline. And somehow, that does not face him at all. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. 21 seconds ahead of this pace. Levi Enright, he could take so much time right now if he wanted to rest for it. He has 2 attempts for this obstacle. He can very well
locked into
do
first
it.
place. This is the moment, though. I want to see a buzzer. Come on, Levi.
2 minutes are left on the clock. Time, a non-entity for him. Already locked himself as the winner of this competition. So at least just wants to be able to get himself his second buzzer of the day. Come on!
Oh!
I don't think he was able to get either side into the bear trap.
Someone needs to do this. Come on, Levi. You're the one. It's all coming down to you. This is it. The last try that we are going to see at Baron's Trap here in the amateur male division. This is it.
Shaking out those arms after 9 obstacles. Hands have to be burning. But he's got to be able to bring it home. The buzzer in frame. He can literally see it just about 10 feet away from him. Gonna let that backswing. Come on. Get a big pop up.
Yes!
Okay. He's able to get
Levi's
it.
got
One
it.
Mache left and towards the buzzer.
He has
we
done it.
have our clear. After 15 straight fails in a row, Levi Enright closes out the amateur division with the sole finish clear. That was an amazing closing to this division. Wow.
Way to go, Levi. He looked so good throughout that entire course. He was floating. I think he's playing on a lower gravity setting than some of the other athletes here. Levi was flying through these obstacles. He got to the Baron's Trap so fast, and look at this. There it is, the only ninja today that could make that grab in the amateur male or female division. What an outstanding performance from Levi Enright.
That was so incredible. Levi, obviously, being the sole finisher, takes home first place. And then Jason, Ben, and Kale will all be going to Modus, which is actually somehow in less than 2 months. That is crazy. You know, I'm still thinking about how we started off in Australia and it seemed like it was months away, but no. Premier Series championships are so close. So not a lot of time in between to train, but these competitors more than made up for it here. They deserve to be able to make it, and they are definitely going to be showing up and showing out when it comes time for them to return to the Premier Series in Modus.
I cannot wait to see what they bring to the table. And then obviously for our female side, we saw Emily and Campbell. Both were able to get through the first 5 obstacles. They both failed the flippy cliffs, but they will both be earning a shot at the Premier Series finals as well. So big shout out to Emily and Campbell, who put up some very impressive runs.
Yeah, 100%. The amateur division has been one of the best throughout this entire Premier Series. It has just been so cool seeing these competitors from a whole variety of age be able to compete. But of course, the action is not over. We still got 2 more groups of competitors left to go after this. We're going to be having the teen competitors in at projected to be at 1 p.m. But obviously, since it is currently 1 p.m., it might have to be a little bit later, given the fact that some of the courses are going to need to be a little tweaked. And then projected at 4 p.m., it's going to be the elite competitors. The best of the best are going to be also trying to vie first spot at Modus. So these final 2 events are going to be just as jam-packed and exciting as the amateur wave has been. It is going to be an exciting rest of the day.
That's right, so make sure you stay subscribed and check out those streams as they come up. But anyway, that wraps it up for us today. I'm Samuel Burns. Jamie, it's been a pleasure.
Right, same to you. We will see you for the conclusion of the Premier Series, the second event, the teens.